In last video we are seeing what is the selection process. So what is the first step for selection process? That is the preliminary screening, then selection test. Within the different types of tests are conducted. After that, personal interview will be there. After that, what are the references you are given? It is going to be checked. Then what is the decision of manager it is going to take? After that, what is your medical examination? Then job offered by the manager. Okay, job offered by the company. After that, contract of employee. So these are the steps within the selection process. So next beat is already I told the thing, human resource management. What is the HR management? It is not related with only selection of employees. Okay, so rather than that, it includes lot of things. So staffing, it is one of work of this HR department. Okay, so HR, what is human resource management department is there, no? They have a lot of work related with the employee. Only selection of employee is not work of that HR. Only staffing, it is not work of HR. Okay, so rather than that, which kind of work they have? So they go for the orientation of new employees, compensation, then training and development. So lot of works of HR departments are there, but works are related with employees satisfaction. Okay, so within that, the next bit from the staffing process. In second video, we explain what is the staffing process. So one by one, we are covered the thing. What is estimating manpower, recruitment also covered the thing. Then what is the selection process, that is also completed. Then after the selection of that employee, recruitment means how many vacancies are there. So we are giving advertising for it. So that is a part covered. Second thing, selection process. If the interested if the interested candidates, they are applied for that vacant job position, then they are go through the selection process. So you can call the interview process. So after the selection of that employee, what is the next step? So that is the training and development of that employees. Okay. So the next step within the staffing process, that is the training and development. So what is the meaning of training? All of you know what is the meaning of training, but definition, according to definition, how we can define it. So what is the training? So training, it is a process to increase knowledge and skill for efficient work. Okay, so training, it is a process to increase the knowledge and skills. This knowledge and skills related to the job, otherwise according to the job, and due to training process, that employees can increase their skill and knowledge for the efficient work. Means your efficiency of work should be increased there due to training. So what is efficiency of work means what? You can reduce your cost, otherwise you can complete your task within the time and for a low cost. So the main motto of any organization to increase a profit. Okay. What is the main objective of any organization? To increase the profit. Okay. To increase the profit only, it is possible to increase the selling price. Is it not? No? To increase the profit, if you increase the price of product, we can earn a profit, no doubt within that. But customer can be able to, customer can be feasible to it. See, it is a chalk piece. Is it right? So what is the cost of this chalk piece? Maybe for one box it is a 10 rupees. Okay, but if you decide to increase the profit and if you kept a chalk piece box price for 100 rupees, anybody going to purchasing it? You are going to get a lot of profit there, no doubt. But anybody going to get purchase it? No. Why? Because your cost is not feasible. So according to market price, you have to step on the cost of product. But where you can reduce the wastage, if wastage is reducing, that means you are going to increase the profit. Is it right? If wastage is low, ultimately profit is going to increase. The main motto of training to reduce the wastage of product. Then who are doing the wastage of that product? Obviously employees. If the employees are trained, they can utilize proper resources. If they utilize the proper resources, there will be the low wastage. If the low wastage is there, so obviously we can increase the profit. So that's why training is important. What the point? So within training, they are teaching to you means which kind of new skills may be there. Suppose which kind of job you have. According to that, they are going to give a training. They are giving the basic knowledge or technical knowledge to you. So if you are prepared for it, obviously you can try to utilize maximum yourself. If you utilize maximum yourself, your working ability going to be increased. If your working ability going to increase, your efficiency of organization is going to be increased. So ultimately it is benefit to organization also. So that is the meaning of training. So what is the training? So training, it is an activity which is given to employees to increase the knowledge and skills for efficient work. So which are the important words within the definition? Training is an activity in which employees are going to take advice. It is given to employees to increase the skills and knowledge of that employee for efficient work. So these three words are important. One is what is the definition of training? So training, it is activity to increase the knowledge and skills of employees to efficient work, for efficient work. So that is the training. And what is mean development? Okay, so what is mean development? So development, training, it is one of part of development. So development of what? So here chapter is staffing. Okay, staffing means employees. So development of staffs, development of employees. Okay, so to develop the employees, you have to give a training to your employees. So staffing, it is a part of development. But what is the actual development? So development is overall growth of employee according to skill, according to knowledge. Okay. So development means overall growth of employee according to skills and knowledge. Means what? If you hire any employees for your organization, as a responsibility of organization, you try to increase the knowledge and skills of your employees. You try to develop the skills or knowledge of your employees. Overall development of your employees, it is the responsibility of organization. For that development, you have to give a proper training to your employees. Then only development of employee is possible. So training, it is one of activity of development. So be clear the things. So development means not only a training, overall growth of that employees. Growth of employees means what? You are going to increase the height and weight of that employees. It is not like that. Overall growth of employees in terms of knowledge, in terms of skills, and in terms of promotions. Means if any employees are entered, if any candidate is entered in your organization, means what? You try to give everything to develop that employees. You try to increase the position of that employees. So which are the things required to increase the position of that employees? So such kind of helping hands, it is given by that organization. So overall development of that employees is known as development. Okay, so wider concept. Training, it is small. Which kind of work that employee have, that kind of training you have to give to that person. Suppose if the vacant job position and that employee is going to work on machinery, then you have to give a training to that employee how to start that machinery, how to stop that machinery, how you are going to fix a job on that machinery, how tools can be operated, what machinery, how the machinery is going to be operated, what is the advantage, disadvantage of that machinery, how the proper practical training of that machinery, everything included within the training. Okay, so suppose any software, if that employee is going to run any software, so you have to give the training according to that. Means which kind of position that employee is going to adopt, according to that you development is only, it is not limited up to that. So it is a vital part. Okay, so training it is a part of development. Just I told, training it is a one of a part of development. So development it is a wider concept. Only giving a training, that means your employees is developed. It is not like that. So employees, if you are given a training to your employees, employees also try to utilize the knowledge and skills. They can also put their efficient work for the organization. They also try to increase the performance. So overall complete development of that employees, that is means development, and training it is one of a part of that development. So already I told human resource management why it is developed, because in earlier days what is going to happen, if boss and employees is there, so what is the boss telling to employees, employees is going to be follow the things. If any problem to employees, that time there is no way to ask to a manager. Okay, so that's why by seeing that difficulties, what are the means difficulties facing by the employees, this HR department is developed, and this HR department it is help to employees to develop themselves. Okay, to develop their efficiency. Okay, so that's why HR department is developed. Okay, so development of employees it is the main mode of HR department, and to development of employees we have to give a training to that employees. Now you got the clear thing about what is the training and development. Now see what is the benefit of trainings. Okay, so obviously we can increase the knowledge, we can minimize the loss. Okay, already I know how to do a work on that machine due to training. If I am perfect within that because of training, so I am trying to minimize the loss. Okay, so take example. If your mother is given a training to you how to cook a food, then the wastage of food it is less. Wastage of food means first you are trying and that food it is burned. Then you are that food is wastage only. No. Then once again you are trying. Once again wastage. That is a trial and error method. Means what you practice makes not perfect. No, like that. Okay. So what is the practice? It is completed within the training. Okay. If you are trained, your wastage of sources will be less there. Okay. So that is the main benefit of training. You are perfect within the work. You can utilize maximum yourself. So these are the overall benefits of training. But benefits of training it is categorized under two parts. One, benefits of training to organization, and benefits of training to employees. Okay, so benefits of training to organization and benefits of training to employees. Means due to training what are the benefits to your company, and due to training what are the benefits to you. According to that the benefits are classified, and according to exam point of view this is also important question. Okay, both. Now see firstly what are the benefits of training to organization. So benefits of training to organization is what? Due to training, if you are given a training to your employees, due to that activity, what are the benefits to your organization? What are the benefits to the organization? So first one they are given better performance. Better performance of what? Better performance of your company or better performance of your organization. See, company is working, organization is working, means who is working actually? Employees only, no? If employees are good, your staffs are good, then only your company's growth is possible, no? Is it right? If employees are not able to do the work, if employees are not efficient, how your company growth will be there? So that is a better performance of your company means obviously your employees are good, then only it is possible to growth of your organization. So better performance means what? Employees' qualities and capability is going to be increased. Due to training, what things are going to happen? What is it? Qualities. Qualities of your employee and capability, capacity. Capability of your employee is going to be increased there. Okay. So initially when the candidate entered in your organization, it is empty mind because they don't know how to do a work according to their job position. job is completed with the low cost, minimum cost, with the minimum cost within a time, low cost within a time. Okay, both things are important. Low cost within a time. Okay, so if both things are there, obviously your profit is going to be increased. Yes, suppose you got one job, okay, and you don't know how to perform that job, then what you are doing? Suppose one manufacturing of one nut and bolt will be there, and you don't know how to operate that machine, nail machine or milling machine, you don't know how to operate it. Then what you are doing? You are putting the job, you are doing it, and what is the measurement of that nut and bolt? It is going to fit. Then you are throwing that piece. Once again you are taking a different piece. If you are trying there, once again the piece is not perfect, you are throwing it. Means how much wastage is increasing there. So if wastage is increasing, cost also increasing. So if you got a proper training of it, your wastage is reduced and profit is increasing. Got the point? At your home also you are trying to do a food. Okay. So at initial stage there may be chance you will be not perfect within that. So what you did a food, it is a flop, then you are throwing out. Once again you are trying, it is also a flop, you are throwing out. So what is the wastage? Okay. But if you are perfect directly, confidently, you can give your performance. So that is the thing. Means due to training, efficient and effective, means within a time and with a low cost, you can complete your work, and due to that, profit of organization will be increased. Next, better performance, less wastage, increase the profit. Just like if the performance is better, then with wastage is low, wastage of resources, any resources, wastage of resources. What are the things required for that job position? If you try to reduce the wastage, so there will be the increase in profit. So next, reduce employees turnover, very important point. Reduce employees turnover. So what is the meaning of turnover? Suppose I am doing a job and I am not able to do this job. Means what I am going to do? I will left this job. Okay, I will left this job and I will join the another one. Okay, I am not satisfied because I am not able to do this work. Then what I will do? I will going to left this job and I will try another job. Okay, so within a company, if they are not giving a training to their employees, so what the employees are going to feel? So if training it is not given, so employees don't know how to do a work. So if the employees don't know how to do a work, they cannot able to do that work. So due to that, they are going to left their jobs and that they are finding, they are going to search a different job. If always it is going to be happen. Suppose within the organization, if at this month we have 10 employees are recruited, 10 employees are selected, they don't know how to job, then within 10 days they are going to left their job. So once again we should go for the selection process. Once again if that selected employees are not satisfied, they don't know how to do work, once again the employees of turnover are going to happen. So that is the affected to organization also. Because always if the employees are turnover, it is there. So it is a higher cost for the selection process. If employees are not there, once again we should adopt the new candidate for the organization. So what is the cost of selection process? It is high. Okay. So instead of reducing, means instead of turnover, you should give a proper training. Then your employees are not going to leave that job. Okay. So if employees are perfect within their work, why they are going to leave their jobs? If they don't know how to do work, then there is a chances they are going to leave their jobs. So due to training, it can reduce the employees turnover. Means employees are not going to leave their jobs. Okay. So taught in advance how to do work. So because already within training what they are going to do, they taught in advance how to do the work. If they know how to do the work, why they are going to leave the job? Is it right? So they are not going to leave their job. So job satisfaction increase and job satisfaction and increase the motivation. Means employees already know how to do work, so they are happy with it because I know how to do my work. So I am not going to face any problem. So This is the reduce the employees turnover. So what is the next benefit to the organization? Minimize the need of supervisor. So how? Because perfect teamwork, no need to check the things. If you are given already training to your employees, they are perfect within their work. So no need to check once again if they are did their work correctly or not. Because already due to training, because within the training, dummy work is already provided. In training, dummy work it is provided. If they are perfect within that work, if you check within the training process only, no need to check in actual job position. Because already they are perfect, no need to check again and again. So it can be minimized or it can be reduced of supervisor. So what is the work of supervisor? They are going to observe the employees. They are doing work correctly or not. It is going to observe by the supervisor. If already training is given, so no need to observe the things because they are already perfect in their work. Okay. So next advantage to organization, it is avoid wastage of efforts and money. So reduce hit and trial method, just only initially I told the example. So avoid the wastage and efforts and money also. Suppose you are trying, means actually you don't know how to cook. Directly you are going for the cook. Then what is going to happen? Yes, what is going to happen? So you are trying and it is a flop, you are throwing. Once again you are trying, it is a flop, you are throwing. So how you are throwing, you are, means what you are taking, that is your resource, that is the wastage, it is going to happen. And what is money of that resource, that is also wastage. And your effort, always you are trying that things, and your efforts are also required for. If you have a proper training, then you are perfect, directly you can do your work. There is no hit and trial method. Means if you are trying, then you are going to get a perfect. So it is a wastage of resources and wastage of money. But if you got a proper training, directly you can perform your job and it can reduce your wastage and effort and ultimately the money. Okay. And next, reduce the wastage of resources also. Means what are the raw material required to do your job. So it can be reduce the wastage of your resources also. So these are the benefits for your organization if you give the training to your employees. So first one, better performance, higher profit, reduce employees turnover, minimize the need of supervisor, avoid wastage of efforts and money. And what is the next benefit of training to your organization? That is less chance of accident. Less chance of accident is what? Already if the employees know how to operate any machine due to training, so there will be less chance of accident. Any uncertain things. So already we are prepared for it. Already we are safer side. If you got a proper training, we are at a safer side. Take an example. If you don't know how to drive a vehicle, okay, directly you are want to drive a vehicle, what is going to happen? There will be chance of accident. So if you are perfect, if you are trained, so there is a less chance of accident. Is it right? So that is also benefit to your organization as well as benefit to employees. Okay. So next one, managing manpower need. To solve the need of manpower requirement. So what is going to happen? Managing manpower need. Suppose within an organization 10 employees are already working. Okay, 10 employees are already working and another 2 workers are there. Okay, so rather than we should hire a new employees. Okay, so workload is increased there. Okay, workforce is less. So rather than the hire a new employees, what are the existing employees are there now? We should give a training to them. Already they are doing their job. Another workers so they are going to do that. Means we can manage a manpower there. Means according to our requirement, if we are given a training to existing employees only, so according to the work we can manage a manpower there. Okay, so that is the benefit to the organization. Otherwise, you can take example at your home. If suppose home is like an organization, okay, and every family member they are doing their individual work. Mother is preparing food, sister is doing another work, washing, cleaning. Suppose your father is doing another work. Suppose in any case can be prepared for it. Means we are managing a manpower there. Means what? Already if your mother is already given a training to your sister, she can manage a thing. She can able to do a food. Means we can manage a manpower according to requirement. Otherwise, if your sister don't know how to prepare food, you don't know how to prepare food. If your mother is have a fever, then you have to purchase the things from outside, and it is a costlier process. Is it right? So if you know already how to do it, so manpower, we can replace the things. So that is the benefit to organization. Next content is benefit of training to employees. So due to training, what are the benefits of employees? So better career option, it increase the skills and knowledge. So better career option means what? So within a training, we can increase our knowledge also, skills also. So due to the increasing knowledge and skills, we have a lot of career option. We can try on a better companies also. So due to the skills and knowledge only, our confidence level is going to be increased. We can get the experience. So due to that, we have a lot of career option to do. So that is the main benefit of training to employees. So what is the next benefit? Earning more. Means if employees get a better opportunity to earn. Due to training, employees get a perfect. He can adopt a knowledge. So if he got a knowledge within that, obviously there will be chances of promotions. So he can earn, or he or she can earn more there. Because if you are perfect within their work, then only there is your performance will be good. Your performance is good, then only you are going to get then only you are going to get an opportunity to increase the post. Is it right? If your performance is good, then only you are going to get to increase the post or a higher position. When your performance is good, when you have the proper knowledge and skills of according to their field, when you have got the skills and knowledge, when you have proper training about it. Okay, so that is the benefit to employees. And next, last benefit, that is boost up the moral. That means increase the satisfaction and moral of employees. If I am perfect within my work, due to training I can earn extra skills and knowledge. So obviously I am satisfied with my work. I am not going to leave my job. I am happy with my job. So if that happiness, that mindset, it is also helpful to the employees. Okay. So if employees are happy with their work, so that is the benefit to the employees. Okay. So these are the benefits of training to organization also and to employees also. And what is this 6 point now? From benefits of organization, you can write this 6 point in benefit of training of employees also. Why? Because less accident, that is less chance of accident, it is also benefit to that employees. Okay, and from for organization also. So you can write, you can repeat this point here also. So I hope you got the clear thing about what is the training and what means development and what are the benefits of training to organization also and to employees also. So in exam, according to exam point of view, this is also important concept. So be ready, be prepared for it. So thank you so much. Bye bye.